So in this video, Jordan Peterson poses the question to Robert Greene, why would you write this type of material? What are you trying to do with your books? What's the intention? So metaphorically speaking, what's behind the curtain? Now, I've often had this question myself. Now, Robert Greene, he articulates his intention by stating the idea that every organism has a desire. So every organism has a desire. So what is that desire? That desire, according to him, is to expand themselves. And this comes from the philosopher Nietzsche. This notion that human beings want to expand beyond our capabilities. So here's the key. They want to expand beyond their capabilities. Not within their capabilities, but beyond. So it's the idea that if we have no power or influence in one's life, it's deeply unsettling. This is the philosophical premise. So, and if we don't obtain this power of expansion, this is what Robert Greene calls we can create negative power. And negative power can be setting oneself up as a victim and utilizing certain strategies, strategies known as passive aggressiveness. And this is because there's a conflict with our desires of power. So, we're trying to expand ourselves. We're seeking power in work. We're seeking power in relationships, with family, with friends, with work colleagues, basically in every element in our life. Now, power, I think, is very easy to see within the work setting. It's easy to see the elephant in the room, the many elephants in the work setting. Because, for example, some people have great desires to be managers. They may not have the quality to be a manager, but that's not important to them. What's important is the power. Think of it like this. A manager can fire you. A manager can help you get a promotion. A manager may be desirable to the opposite sex or same sex just based on their position. So someone may not want the work of a manager, but they want the power of a manager as we become more desirable as we go up the hierarchy. They're caught up in their power. It's not about doing a good job. It's about pandering to their egos. And in my experience, these people are deeply, deeply insecure. But they are trying to expand, as the philosopher Nietzsche says. And a few managers I would like to ask, what do you bring to the table apart from an inflated ego and some blind spots? But I digress. Anyway, I'm digressing. And I think that the important point here is that Robert Greene, through his work, has tapped into people's desires to feel powerful and to expand. And I think Robert Greene's material is a cautionary tale about human nature. And going back to the analogy I used before, when it comes to talking about power, particularly in the work situation, it definitely is an elephant in the room. Well, actually, it's elephants in the room because it's something that's there, but no one likes to talk about. It's like gravity. You can't see it, but you know it's there. But I definitely concur with a lot of what Robert Greene is saying.